And we are live. All right. Not really sure, but I saw Mrs. Torn making pasta, but it looked like it's going to be at least a half hour more till it's ready. So I figured I'd at least come up here and start for the build. We'll see how it goes. All right. Let's see, where were we? All right, I believe we just finished move 4, so we're on move 5. I did finish sorting through the rest of these, so should be good to go. All right, so we've got brown, dark green, and sand. And looks like we've got a couple other special ones, but I'll wait till I get to them. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the brown ones first. Okay. 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, theoretically, as far as I know, I'm still on with Megan Fox tomorrow. But okay, that looks like a 2x6. Let me just count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's 10. And but I was watching Tug last night, and apparently she's been doxxed recently, so I'm not sure if she's going to fill up for streaming, but I hope so. But the What the Hell's media anti-What the Hell's media ecosystem seems to have gone overboard. They doxed her house. They doxed her husband's name. Posted pictures of her house, apparently. So, and I could entirely understand if she didn't want to be online for a bit. So I will check with her in the morning and hopefully have a stream set up for the afternoon sometime. All right, so 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. And 2x4s. We've got 1, 2, 3, 1x4s. We got 1 of those. 2x3s. We got 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Catch up the chat real quick here. Gwen says, it's okay, take your time. Thank you for that, Gwen. And Erica says, hello, Gwen. And Gwen says, hello. Erica, hello, Torn 3, pasta sounds good. And Marmar says, hi, friends. Hi, Marmar, nice to see you on. Erica says hello to Marmar. Gwen says hello to Marmar. And Marmar says hi to Erica and Gwen. All right, I think we're caught up with chats. Oh, my grip strength is up to 28 pounds today, which is good. That's about 5 to 6 more pounds than I've been able to do the last couple of days. So I'm very happy about that. All right, so the teas, we got 3 of those. I think this is them. 1, 2, and 3. 2x2s. We got 2 of those. 1 and 2. And L's. Got 8 of those. There we go. And 1 by 2 is 4, and 1 by 1 is 1. There's a 1 by 1. Oh, that's 2 by 2s. Yeah, they're there. And we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. And Erica says, I haven't been following What the Hails. Yeah, apparently they've been having some new people getting added in, including somebody who made AI Revenge Prawn involving likenesses of Megan and Jeremy. So it's been going downhill very quickly there. Eric Olson says that's good. And Gwen says Torrent 3, that's good strength. Gwen says Torrent 3, I was thinking maybe the treasure note could go in one of the treasure chests. All right, I will definitely do it there. I hadn't written one up for today, so I probably won't get to it today on the treasure chest, but when I get there, that'd be a good spot for it. Thank you for the idea there. And Erica says that makes sense. All right, so dark green. We have 2 by 6s. One and 2. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get to any of them today, but when I was sorting the clear transparent, a couple of them were cracked and broken, so hopefully that won't be a major problem. Okay. 2 by 4s, we got 1 of those, and 5 2 by 3s. 1. Actually, don't need any of those. 2, 3, 4, 5. And for the T's, 1. Found a better way to stack them rather than just along the 3 parts. If I do them at the corners, they come off easier when I want to pull them off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 by 2. There we go. And Erica says, do those kids give just the exact amount, or they give a few spares? They give a few spares. This is what I've built up over several sets worth. So, and I keep them on hand in case I lose one. That way, they seem to be on the same standard, so it hasn't been too horrible finding a replacement if I need it. All right. 2 by 4s in the sand color. I need 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. I think this has been a pretty good view of what's going on with the build area. So I'll keep this set up for a while. Though after tonight's stream, I'm gonna move stuff around so it's easier to, or so I can get set up for the stream tomorrow and not have to worry about it right before the stream. 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Because I know I have a tendency to space things out sometimes, kind of like a time blindness thing. Just like I've got ADHD. I am, but I will be down to get some food in just a minute. And yes, that was Mrs. Dorn. Yeah, there they are. This was the original one I was doing. They're a little hard to get them off. All right, so how many of those? 3. 1, 2, 3. They don't seem to be as hard today, maybe because my strength is up. 1 of the 1x2s. Yeah, dump them out. Be a little easier that way. Oh, 1 of the 2x2s, not 1x2s. $11 of these. 3, 6, 9, 12. There we go. I'm going to pop these off because otherwise they're hard to do freehand popping off. And Erica says, cool. And Gwen says, I seem to be doing a good job making sure there's enough pieces. Usually I know there's been times when they're short a specific piece or two. Yep. Just depends on which ones you lose. I'm hopeful that the broken clear ones are not necessary, but I think the one that's kind of just cracked and it's like a 2x8, I think I could probably just put it in place if it's not like a bridge piece, and then it'll just get built up around it. Okay. And 1 of the same, but a flat top, not a peg top. All right. And 6 L's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. And 2 1x2s. One and 2. All right. Oh, and 2 1x1s. Oops, that's a side one. There we go. Actually, putting the bigger ones in means that they don't fall around as easily. Yeah, as far as extra stuff, I don't think I'm using any more of these that were used to connect the base pieces together. And so after I get all the pieces set out, I'm going to go ahead and put on the info video and some hold music and grab dinner real quickly. So I need raise. I need 1 L. And it looks like I just need 1 of the minty sea spike, sea urchins, sea cactus, and some of the multicolored ones. So let's see, I believe. There we go. This is the bag with all the multicolor stuff. All right, so I need 1 of these. And 7 green, 4 blue, 3 red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go into the blues. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 3 reds. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. All right. All right, let's see. Marmar says, is anyone working on crafts right now? I've got some needle felting going. Congrats on that, Marmar. I've seen the stuff you do. It's very nice. All right, let's see if I can do this real quick. Okay, I am back. It is onion pasta with shrimp. I'll put the whole music back on while I'm eating. And no, I did not finish that fast. I'm going to snack here and there, so it's not any big chunk of time. All right, let's see. Lots of chats. All right, let's see. And Erica says, nope, just YouTube, Facebook, and Klondike doing online jigsaws. And Gwen says, I've been spinning bamboo. I had to stop because it goes everywhere. I mean, I like bamboo shoots, but bamboo fibers are totally different. Yep. Gwen says, I'm also doing an event on Merge Dragons game. And Erica says, ever try spinning straw into gold? Marmar says, I don't think I've ever considered what bamboo fiber looks like. If I remember right, raw bamboo fiber is kind of an off-white, but it's very thistle-downy type texture, if I remember right. But I haven't ever handled it myself raw. Just I think I've seen some video of it. And Gwen says, I don't have any straw. Erica is laughing, and Erica says, I'd have never thought of bamboo as a spinning medium. And Marma says, it's shiny and silky looking, very similar to silk when spinning. I'll post a picture on my community post. And Erica says, cool. Erica says, enjoy, Torn. And Marma says, cool, I'd love to see it. Marma says, well, now I want shrimp. It's very tasty. And Erica says, no sea bugs for me. Enjoy your dinner, Torn. I'll wait. And Gwen says, it's more white than cotton. Okay, I must have been thinking of a different fiber. All right, let me switch back to, there we go. All right. Let's get started on this now that I got the pieces set. Okay. All right, so the flat top one here goes there. And that goes should line up relatively decently. There we go. It's one of those extra force ones. All right, and two of the greens. All right. Let me go ahead and get this one in its proper spot first. All right, so 1, 2. All right, so that one goes there. And this one goes there. All right, and One green there. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. All right. So red one there. Making sure I read the legend of the map correctly. There we go. And Gwen says, okay, I posted a couple of pics. Melee says, good evening. Hey, Melee, nice to see you. It was good to see you on Flux's stream this morning. And Gwen says, I don't enjoy seafood. I like most seafoods. There's some that I'm not really all that hot about, but most of it I'll eat. Gwen says, hey, Melee. And Gwen says, thank you, Marmar. And Melee says, hey, Gwen. I'm also a big sushi and sashimi fan. All right, and blue one. Over there. And over two. And right side up or upside down? Right side up. Just looked weird. All right, and green one. Kitty corner to the blue one. It's placed earlier. All right, and L goes there. 2x3 next to it. And 2x4 here. And round one at the end of the 2x4. And another one kind of kitty corner to it. And another one there. All right. And 2x3 brown. And there we go. I left him in a stack. Brown L. And of course, there's a cat hair here. There's cat hairs everywhere in the house because we have plenty of cats. All right. And long one there. And I know I got a 1x4 in here unless I forgot to grab it, but I'm pretty sure I did. Ah, there it is. And another L there. And a 2x4 there. 2x4 there. 1x2 at the end of it. And 2x3 brown. One of the things I'm planning on trying to get done this weekend in the green tea is do some time lapses of the different non-Lego brand micro locking block builds. So you can watch them in just a couple of minutes. All right, and long one here, another long one here, and single one back. There we go. And 2x3, another L, offset by 1. There we go, and a 2x6. That was a little cold up here earlier. I put on the jacket. I think I've shown you folks this jacket. It's a really nice one. Mrs. Torrin got it for me for Christmas last year. She is a wonderful woman. All right, let me catch up real quick here. All right, I think we had Gwen saying, hey, Miley, and Gwen saying, thank you, Marmar, and Miley saying, hey, Gwen, and Gwen saying, I should say that bamboo is very soft. Marmar, it looks incredibly soft. And Marmar, I do enjoy clothes made from bamboo. And Gwen says, yep. Speaking of bamboo, I was actually considering a project a while back that I may wind up doing in the not too distant future of growing some bamboo, specifically Pseudosausa japonica, which is not full-on bamboo, but it's a close relative of the Sasa genus or whatever. It's about the right size to make arrow shafts out of. You do have to do some heat straightening of them, but I was considering getting a tub, like a 60-gallon feeding trough where it's thick enough that it's not going to be able to spread out past it, and grow some bamboo along the side of the house and harvest it every so often and make arrows to go with my Japanese bow. Marmar says, last time I ate sushis, I had gastro. I am sorry to hear that. And Marmar says, thank you for sharing, Meili. And Meili says, you're welcome, Marmar. And Gwen says, I used to like tuna, but for the last 3 years, I can't stand it. I think something changed in my brain when I had DKA. Sorry to hear that. Gwen says, that's a great jacket. Yeah, it is really nice. I need to lose a little bit of weight so it's more comfortable, but hopefully that will be happening in the near future. Meili says, nice jacket. And Marmar says, I remember seeing that jacket. And Meili says, is it bamboo that spreads really fast? Yes, bamboo comes in 2 types. There's clumping and running. The running one is the one you have to be very careful of. And you need like a something on the order of at least a 40 or 50 mil barrier that goes down at least 18 inches to keep it from spreading. And Eric says, hello to Meili. All right, so I was just there. So another 1 by sand color there. And yeah, after today, I've got 1 more day at the full dosage on the prednisone. Santee goes here. And then I've got 4 days at the 20 milligrams. And then, okay, and by 6 brown here. And 1 by 2 brown. And then 4 days at the 10 milligram. I seem to have a bit of an issue when I go on the taper down. Right, and this one goes here. And the last of these long ones goes here. Got another 1 by 6 and 1 by 2. and 1x2 sand, and 2x2 sand, and AT sand there, and an L there, and 2x4 sand here, and another T sand here, and an L sand there. All right, so I'm up to here. Then we've got a 2x4 setback 1, and a 1x2 green. Goes up in the middle of that side. And we've got another brown T, which goes there, and an L that goes there, and a 1x6 or 2x6 green that goes there. I should have a green L, at least one of them. Did I forget to grab one? I don't think I used it for anything. I'm not seeing it here, so must have forgotten to grab it. All right, let me catch up with chat real quick. We're having a nice rapid chat tonight. That's fine. And Gwen says, that's a great idea. I've watched Native Americans make bows and arrows from harvesting to shooting. And Melee says, hey, Eric Olson. I've actually bought some pre-worked shafts for arrows before. It was like about 10, 12 years ago. I'll have to do that again. So at least I've got examples to go with. And Eric Olson says, nice jacket. Yes, bamboo is very invasive given water. And Erica says, I've always been allergic to seafood. I've always been seafood allergic. I'm sorry to hear that. Mrs. Torrin has, I think it's, I can't remember the exact name, but clams and I want to say scallions, but that's not right. Anyway, one of the other types of that she can't keep down if she eats them. And Mela says, I remember a story on Reddit about revenge, and they use bamboos. And Marma says, I knew someone who had a landscaper put in the wrong kind of bamboo. He ended up getting a backhoe and digging out his backyard. Yeah, if you have it grow, you've got to really keep on it to keep it out. And sometimes just digging up the whole thing makes it easier. If there's any of the rhizomes that are left underground, it can start up all over again. And Gwen says, has everyone hit the like button? Thank you for the reminder, Gwen. And Marma says, I just reminded that I have a thing to go to tonight, so I've got to get ready real fast. Oh, you have a wonderful evening, Marmar. Hope you have a wonderful time. And Gwen says, I've got some Lily of the Valley left from a previous tent. I've been trying to get rid of it for almost 12 years. And Mary says, have a wonderful night, Marmar. And Gwen says, Marmar, have a great night. And scallop, that's it, not scallion, scallop. Yep. Those and clams are what Mrs. Torn can't handle. I think she can handle oysters, but just really doesn't care for them. All right. And one there. And this one here. And L there. All right, and the last of my sand L's goes here. 2 by 3 there, and one there, and one there, and transparent blue. Come on, you can get on it. There we go. And transparent green. One there. And one there. Transparent red. Over 3 up 1. Between those 2 red ones on the lower level. There we go. And should be one more transparent green here somewhere. There it is. No, there's 2 more, but we need 1 at the moment. Okay. And transparent blue. Over 3 and up 1. Okay, so Mr. Red over here. It's one of the reasons why I like to count them out in advance, because that way I can check to see if I've missed one. All right, so all right, so that red one goes here. And green one goes here. I think that's all the colored ones, transparent colored ones. And this, got to build some more around here. All right, so all right, so 2 by 6 goes here, and L goes here, and round 1 at the end of this one here, and my last round 1 for this level gets put in between, just to the right of it, or left of it. There we go. And 2 by 3. Okay, and I'm missing one of these here. Okay, got that in place. And 2 by 6. 2 by 6. 1 by 6. 2 by 6. T stuck at the corner here. 2 by 3. Offset by 1, 2 by 4. And L in the middle of it. Side. And we got a green 2 by 3 here. And green T on the corner. Another brown 2 by 3 here. And 1 by 2 there. And 2 by 3 there. This is our last L going here. And 2 by 3 there. 1 by 2 there. And this one goes right here. And our last 2 by 3, I believe, goes there. 2 by 2 here. Green T on the corner. Brown T facing the other direction, offset by 1. Brown 2 by 2. It's the last of the brown. And green 2 by 3. Green 2 by 3. Green T on the corner. And 2 by 4 here. And 2 by 3 there. Now, where's that gray? Oh, there's the gray L. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I believe that's where that one goes. All right, we're ready to get some more here. And we'll start with dark green. I'm going to go ahead and put on some hold music and grab a little bit more to eat. Thank you for your patience. And Gwen says yes before it gets cold. All right. So, we have 2 by 10. Three 2 by 4s. 1, 2, 3. 1 2 by 3. 6 of the tees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, and 1 by 3. I used one spacer here so it wouldn't fall apart so easy. It's not so critical now. And 5 L's. So I got 5 right here. And that's all for this. And next, 3 2x6s. One, 2, 3. 1 by 6. 9 2 by 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, and 8. 9. 2 1 by 4s. 1, 2, 5 2 by 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 T's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 4 2 by 2s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 L's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 1 by 2s. 1 and 2, and 2 1 bys. 1 and 2. Yep. All right. Next are the sand ones. And Marmar says, you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for that, Marmar. Hope the same to you too. And Gwen says, Marmar, you too. And Marmar sends us a heart. Thank you for that. All right. I think this one will be easier to pour out. All right. So we have a 1 by 6. 3 2 by 4s. 1, 2, 3. 3 2 by 3s. 'Almost out of these two. 1, 2, 3. And 1t. These ones are the ones that weren't separating so easily. There we go. 1t. 1 by 3. There we go. 10 of the round ones. That's a 1. And 2, 3. Four, 5, and 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. One of the flat tops. 6 L's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A 1 by 2. Or 2 1 by 2s. 1 and 2. 1 tall spiky, which is one of these. 1 1 by that has a side post. 4 regular 1 bys. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, that's all the sand ones. Apparently there's a clear one in there. I'll leave it in there for now. All right. Then we're doing some of the color ones. Or transparent color ones. They're all colors. Okay. So we have 1 1 by 2 transparent red. We got one of these transparent red step-ups. I start putting the ones I don't need back in. That'll make it a little easier to find the ones I do. All right, let's see if I can find them all better now. Nope, that's not it. Might as well get out the round ones. I need 1 transparent round red, 3 green, 1, 2, 3, 2 blue ones, 1 and 2. Don't tell me they shorted me it. Or it's one of the pieces that got lost. All right, so yep, did not see it. Okay, I will see if I've got a replacement red 1x2. It's not transparent, but I can swap it out for. And we'll be ready to start on this level. We'll just make do with that one. Now, they're the same size, looks like there are. All right. Let's just shift this back around. Okay. Looks like we got some special instructions here. All right, so our sand 2x3 goes there. And let's see. He's over here so I can see what I'm doing. All right, this one says it's surrounded by blue or dark blue. I'm not. Oh, there we go. That dark blue. Okay. Okay, so 2x3 and T there. 1x4 there. And whoops, also missed another one. Because I forgot that one. All right, let's see. Oh, there it is. I had them hidden. Okay, so that one can be set aside. And nope, that's not the piece I'm looking for. There's that. It's not one I hit on here. Let's do this over again. That's what I get for not looking very carefully. Okay. So it's not either of those. Yeah, I'm not seeing this one. All right, let's see if I can find the same shape. Betcha I find it in another bag. Actually, I'll do one other quick thing real quick to check if it accidentally got stuck in the box. Nope. Nope. There's one of them. And oh, duh. I'm stupid. It wasn't this piece, it's one of the others. At least it's part of a build. I'm feeling slow today. I apologize. It should be easier to find since it's a couple of pieces stuck together. There we go. It's two of them, but they're at different angle, different viewpoints. So I know which one goes where. All right, there we go. Okay, all right, so got that there. All right, so the green one, which is facing this way, lines up at the end here. The regular 1x2 goes here. And the other one, facing the other direction, goes there. And yellow sand 1x2 goes here. And the spiky up one goes here next to it. There we go. And 2x4 goes here. And the other 1x4 goes here. And 2x3 goes here. 1x6 here. One by two brown goes here. And a 1 by sand that goes in this corner. And L goes here. 1x6 goes here. Green transparent goes at the end of that L. And 2x4 sand goes here. And L here. One by two sand is here. 2x4 brown there. T brown there. Another T brown there. Let's make sure those are pushed down properly. There we go. And 2x4 there. 2x3 there. Green T at the corner there. 2x6 there. An L there. 2x4 there. 2x10 long green there. L at the end here. Green T fitting in there. And 1x2 brown there. Green T there. Green 2x4 there. Green L here snugged up to the corner. 2x3 there. Another green L there. All right, and sand L there. Two round ones there, and there, and Am I off there? Let's see. So it's not really matching up with the lower levels here. Did I mess that one up? No, that looks good there. All right, so 2x4 there, there. Did I mess up on my location here? All right, so that looks good. That's 3, 4, 2, 2, 1. Ah, this is where I screwed up. That one gets moved over 1. And then this one also gets moved over 1. All right, so everything here, just move them over 1. Oops. There. There. Okay, that goes there. This goes there. This goes here. And come on. And that goes there. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. This goes here. And this goes here. Careful separation tool. All right. So that one goes there. This is offset by 1. This goes here. And this comes off. This comes off. Okay. All right. And transparent blues goes on here. And this one goes here now. And L at the end. T there. 1/2 there. T there. 1/4 there. L here. Two by 3 there. L there. 2/4 there. And sand L there. And green going in that corner there. Go. And 1 by there. Round 1 there. Did I mess up on that again? Yes, I did. Okay. Let's skip this one off of here. And since I know it goes there, and that goes there. And let's see. Yep. There. Regular one here. I'll let that one pop off like it just did. Super glue's downstairs, so I can't really use that. Just up here. Fortunately, I think this one will let me rotate. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's there. So that means this goes up 1. And this also goes up 1. And that goes there. This goes up 1. That goes there. Okay. So I believe that one stays there. This one goes here. I get the wrong size one for this. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's a 10. Nope, okay, there we go. Yep. I just miscounted from the other end. I didn't see that the L was on there. Come on. You can line up. Got a nice little pocket there. You should just go right into it. There we go. All right. Yes, that now matches up on the profile. All right, and 2 by 2 there. L there. Matching mirror image sand L there. And 2 by 3. 2 by 3. 2 by 2. 1 by 4. There. Round 1. There. 2 by 6. And L there. T there. 2 by 3. 2 by 4. And 1 by 3. There. Sand L there. Round there. Round there. That looks right. And standard 1 by. Sorry, a little focused here. I don't like making mistakes if I don't have to. Let's try that again. Let's try it in the wrench because I'm not having as much luck as I'd like. There we go. So we put it in the wrench. Now we put it there. There we go. And green, transparent. There. And this one gets a red on the side post. Okay. That's the open side. I get it flipped around again. There we go. That's the open side. Get it on the side post, not the top. It doesn't work right if it's the wrong way. And then this one goes at the end of the that last sand L. There we go. And okay. That goes there. That goes there. And transparent blue goes there. And flat top one goes. On top of these two others stacked together. All right, and the center of it goes on here. There we go. Looks a little weird, but all right. And then we've got a brown T that goes here. And 2x6 here. Another T at the other end of it. And a 2x2 in the corner pocket. And an L there. And 2x4 there. And a 2x2 there. And single brown one there. And an L there. 2x4 centered up on that end. 2x4 green there. L green in that pocket. T green corner here. And 2x4 there. 1x3 there. 2x3 there. And the middle there. Come on. There we go. And another 2x3 here. A green T there. 2x4 there. How many 1x3s? There's 1x3 there. Did I use the brown 1x3 somewhere else? That's what we've got here, and then see what we got left. All right, so brown T there, brown T there, 2x4 there, green L here, green T there. And that picks up. Huh. All right, let me look, see if I used a brown 1x3 somewhere along here that I shouldn't have. Doesn't look like I did. I guess I just missed it then. I'm sorry about that. Where's the... There's the 1x3. Thinking about it, I may have missed that one, so... All right, and... I'm gonna go ahead and put on some hold music, grab a little bit more of my dinner. Let me catch up. All right. And Mary says, great progress, Torn. Thank you very much for that. And Gwen says, making great progress tonight. Did you finish your dinner? Nope, I'm about ready to have some more of that there. Let me do a quick 3D view of here. So I got two more here. Let's see what the next move looks like. We can look at that one, grabbing a bite to eat. All right, looks like that'll run a little faster, so I'm going to probably try and do that. Let me go ahead and put on the hold music. Thank you for your patience. I am done with dinner. All right. So, all right, that looks like a 2x8, not a 2x10. So two of those in green. All right. 2 2x8s, and 1 2x4, 5 3x3s, 2 3 4 5, uh, 4 T's, 1 2 3 4, 3 L's, 1 2 3, and 4 1-bys. 1 2 3 and 4. All right, that looks like that's all of that. And brown. All right. Those are the 2x10s. Those are the 2x8s. We need 2 of those. 1 2 3 2x6s. 1 2 3, 2 1x6s, 1 and 2. 3 2x4s, 1 2 3, 3 1x4s, 1 2 3, 5 T's. Okay. Let's get all the 2x4s and 2x3s out of here. Makes it a little easier to see what I'm needing. There's the T's. We need 5 of them. There's 2 there. 1, 2. There we go. 3, 4, and 5. 4 1x3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 1x2 or 2 2x2s. There's 1 and 2. And 5 L's. There's 5 right there. 9 1x2s. There's 8 of them there, plus one more. And 5 1-bys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we move on to sand. All right, so 1 2x4, 1 T, there we go. 9 of the round ones. 1, 2, 3, and 6 more. There we go. And 4 L's. Oh, there's 4 right there. 2 1x2s. There. So 2 of these, 1 and 2, and 1 of these pivot ones. Oops. It's got a little half a hinge on that end. And 5 of the regular 1-bys and 3 of the side post ones. So 1 and 1, 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 5 and 1, 5 and 2, and 5 and 3. All right, that's all the sand ones there. Get those ones tossed in. And crimp. There we go. All right, and we got 1 gray one. One of the step-ups. There we go. One of those. All right. And for the transparent ones, we have 1 of the red 1x4s. Which is one of these. And then we've got 1 one round red one, 3 of blues. Yeah, they are all together. 1, 2, 3, and 2 greens. There's a green, and there's another one. Okay. I believe that's all of them. Yellow one. Made a break for it. All right. So we have 2 of the side posts getting blue, and actually all 3 side posts get a blue. So put those on right now. Only shows it twice, but there's 2 here, here, and then 1 there. So 2 are facing this way, 1's facing that way, so they've got them as separate moves or separate things. Let's see. Let's carefully get this together so it doesn't go flying if I push too hard and they separate. There's 1. And there's 2. I'm glad my dexterity is holding up pretty well. Otherwise, this would not be fun. Okay. All right, so 2 of the round ones. Okay. So okay, that goes there. And oh, wait a minute. Did I get that one in the wrong spot? Okay, so that's there, that's there, that's there. Okay, so I did get that one in the wrong spot. Okay. So these just go on top of these 2. That's where I was getting it wrong. Building towers here. Did seem weird. It was going on an overhang. There we go. That looks right now. All right, and pivot one here. Okay, so this goes 1 off of where that side post 1 is. All right, so that goes there. And the 1x2s in sand goes there. And 1 red one here goes in this little corner. And green one goes at the end here. And this round goes here. This one goes here. So at this point, these round ones are making towers. Oops, nope, that is not a single. I missed the side post portion of it. So this is where one of our blue side post ones goes. There we go. And all right, so this would be easier if I do it this way. All right, so this lines up with, oops, that one tilted over. There we go. Now let's just put the 1x4 in here, red one, transparent. And then this one goes here. And our regular 1x in sand go on the corners. Actually, if I put the 1x4 here, it might go a little easier. There. And 1x6. And two 1x2s at the ends. Yeah, there we go. And 1x4 here. And there's one. There's one. All right, and another of these side post ones goes there. There we go. And round one goes here. All right. Then L goes there. And 1x2. There. T. There. 2x3 in the corner pocket. Another T in that corner. And 2x4 there. And an L there. Green 1x there. And a 2x8 there. brown 1 by there, brown L there, and 2 by 3 there, green L here, and round ones on top of existing ones to build our towers. And T oops, T goes there, 2 by 3 green, 2 by 4 green, 1 by 2 brown in the middle, green tea there, not the drinking kind, and green tea there, lines up with the other end of that, so that's good. All right, and 1 by 2, lining up with that corner, and brown tea, sand tea, one by 2, 2 by 4, 2 by 6, and 1 by there, 2 by 2 there, and round 1 there, round 1 there, sand L there, and green transparent at the end of the L, and our last blue side one going there, and on the other side, one by 2, and 1 by 3, 2 by 8, 1 by 3 over here, and brown tea on the corner here, 1 by 4, there, brown L, there, our last brown 2 by 8 for this level here, and brown tea going there, matching up with that end, and 1 by 2 there, 2x4 here. And, oh, our one gray step up. Oh, missed a couple in here. We have sand L there. Sand L there. Oh, sand L here. Wondering how I was going to get a piece on top of this. Get this in. There we go. On top of this angled up a little bit here, but that's what this step up is for. And I just knocked a piece on the floor. Where did it go? I guess I'll find out what it is when I can't find it to finish off the pattern. It's a dark brown, so I should be able to find it, but I don't want to have to try and get up before the end of the stream. Okay. All right, so that's the rest of those there. All right, so one by here. Since I got to move stuff around anyway to set up the stream with Megan, I will. Yeah, I think that was the two remaining 1x2s that I. All right, so 1x2 there. Okay, and 2x3 there. Yeah, let's see. Chat is Gwen says that's a tiny piece. Yep, some of them are. And Gwen says, okay, my volume is back up. My mom called me. She spent the day with my younger brother today. His birthday was the 11th, and her birthday is Monday the 26th. So hopefully they had a wonderful time together. And Gwen says they get together to celebrate. Mom's going to be 80 on Monday. Well, happy birthday to her. Let's see. All right, and I think this is the last of the 1x2s. All right, and 2x6. And L there. 2x3. L at the corner. T there. 2x4 in the corner. 1 by the end of the green T there. Yeah, green 1 by at the end of this 2x4 brown. And 2x6 brown there. And 1x3 there. Looks like it was 3 1x2s that fell off, so at least I'll know what to be looking for. And 1x3 here. And 2x8 green here. And 1 by green there. And 1 by green there. 1 by brown next to the 1 by green. Oops, looks like I grabbed a side post one. I just need a regular. spots are regular. And then 2 by 2 here. And the last L there. It looks like everything's where it's supposed to be. I counted for the ones that fell off. Let's go ahead and let's see. We got 3 central pockets areas forming. This looks like it's going to be kind of like a chest type thing. Doesn't have a top to it from what I can tell. So we are on layer 7. Whoops. 2 sand ones here. Did I miss any spots? Looks like I did. All right, so 1 here. There we go. And what other ones did I miss? All right, there's 1. Okay, so I got 4 here, plus 1 I just did there, so I grabbed an extra one. That's there, we should be good. All right, so this is what I meant by it's going to be something like that. Doesn't look like it's got a top to it. Yeah, it's a chest with an open top. This is the closed chest. Looks like that gets added later, so that'd be a good spot for it. So I think that's where I'll have to do the note then. Now I start getting into weird angles. So these ones should go relatively quickly. So the next time I do one, I can probably get up through to here. And then this is where I'll probably wind up stopping. And that's the chest there. It looks like, yes, I do have a spot for a note to go in there. All righty. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Appreciate that. Let's see, Gwen says, okay. And Melee says, happy birthday to her and him. Thank you for that. Or I'm sure Gwen will thank you for that. And Gwen does thank you for that. And Gwen says, his birthday is the 19th. The 11th is my daughter's birthday. I get messed up sometimes. I do that too as well. And Gwen says, that's looking really cool. Yeah, I keep moving my dad's birthday from January to February, and it's in January. All right. And let's try this. Somebody make a comment. Let's see if this feature shows up. It's a beta thing. Yeah, I can do one. All right. Yep, looks like I can get comments to pop up on screen in StreamYard. All righty. So I'll go ahead and let you folks go, and I am going to get this organized for the next stream tomorrow, and hopefully it'll go on. I'm not supposed to get a hold of Megan Ask till tomorrow, so I'm hoping that she's in a good mood and she'll want to join. If not, that's perfectly fine too. She's got a lot going on, and I don't want to be that pushy, annoying guy. So, all right, folks, let's. Oh, I was going to see if there was a redirect available. Last time I looked, there wasn't anybody on. I think I need to refresh the page to get it to show new redirects. All right, let's see. Add a redirect. Yeah, that's much better. All right, so it looks like Flux is doing a mother truck and convoy. So I'll go ahead and redirect you to that. And there we go. And Maya says, thanks for the stream. You're more than welcome. Gwen says, I usually turn the chat on the TV. And Melee says, Megan, Flux, and Connor are streaming together. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let me. I'm gonna edit that and redirect you to Megan. There we go. Alrighty. So at least if she's streaming tonight, hopefully it's she's doing pretty good. All right, there we go. Multi-streaming. All right, redirect is in and has been saved. So I'm going to go ahead and let you find folks go, and I'll see you over on Megan's stream. Have a good evening, all, and always stay safe and happy braiding.